Alright, you guys, welcome back to another episode of Dragon Age Origins. So in the last episode, we finally completed the quest with the Dalish elves to win them over in preparation of our army for the Blight. We succeeded, we ended the curse of the werewolves that was kind of happening to the elves, and we will have the elves on our side now for the Blight. So as I said in the last episode, my next goal is I want to actually go for the Arl, because I want to get Alistair's plot items, because not only are we going to be finishing the main storyline as part of the series, but I also want to woo Alistair. So before we set off, I want to make sure that we are paired, which I kind of did at the end of the last episode, but I also noticed that this person is new.
You witnessed the rarest of things, Warden. The Dalish stand ready to defend Ferelden.
So it looks like we have an emissary at our camp now for the Dalish elves, which is awesome. Do you need anything?
We have assembled on a short schedule. Certain factors of equipment could be better. Crafting components would serve best. Basic ones like elf root and deep mushroom.
Will your men commit to my cause?
I would not insult them by asking. Word was given, and that is all that needs to be said.
Hell yeah, brother, I'm here for that. So I guess Homeboy just hangs out at our camp until we tell him basically that it's time to go to battle. So I guess that's cool. Alright, so I believe we cleared out our inventory in the last episode. I really don't know like what's good armor or weapon-wise, like at all, what I should be giving my companions especially. Alrighty, I guess we're gonna go ahead and get started. After I grab a sweater, because I feel like I always do this. Alright, let's get the squad together. You already know.
Yes.
Again, this is where I'm stuck, because I don't know.
Indeed.
Let's stick with what we got. Alright, so we are going towards the Arl, so that means we need to go to Redcliffe Village first, I think. Looks like we've got ourselves a fight.
I bring word, sire. There are demands from the Bannerlord that you step down from the Regency. They are said to be gathering their forces, as are your allies. It appears it will be civil war after all, despite the Darkspawn. Pity. I also have an interesting report. There seem to be Grey Wardens who survived Ostagar. How, I don't know. But they will act against you. I have arranged for a solution, with your leave.
The Antivan Crows send their regards. An assassin?
Against Grey Wardens, we will need the very best.
And the most expensive.
Just get it done. Will you stop eating?
I want to listen.
I'm hungry. Stuff your face at camp. For now, watch the bloody road.
But we've been looking at the road for hours. No travelers all day.
Will one of you pay attention? Oi, who's that?
Oops.
Enemies approaching. Back. I shall do it. It shall be done.
Alistair, baby, hold in there.
Easy. It is begun.
Oh, nope, I guess he's not gonna hold in there. That's cool. I'm not gonna lie, I was worried about bringing Liliana, but clearly maybe it was Alistair I should have replaced. Literally the only reason he gets a pass is because he's Babydaddy and I gotta woo him. Wow. I was worried about her. Actually, no, she does need to back up and take a health poultice. Queen, take a health poultice. Thank you. Well, and I'm glad I brought her, because there's a bunch of chests now. Poor Babydaddy, just lying on the ground. Oh, I feel like I should restart and not do him dirty like that. I guess that last time of listening, I should have staged the ambush and we probably would have been better off.
I shall do it.
Right ahead.
She detected a trap! I'm so proud of her! I don't think there's any more enemies. Can we get him back? There we go. Poor baby. Look at all these buffs. And then there's poor Alistair. Oh, I can destroy barricades and stuff? That's pretty cool. What is this? Oh, there's another one.
Right ahead.
Alistair, come redeem yourself,
Right
baby.
ahead.
Well, that was embarrassing and time-consuming. But we made it.
Look, can we talk for a moment? I need to tell you something. I should probably have told you earlier.
I already know where this is going. Yes, I do have an Alistair conversation guide up. I know I wanted to play this game, like, not really looking into anything, but if we're gonna win this man over, we gotta do it right. What's on your mind?
I told you before how Al Eamon raised me, right? That my mother was a serving girl at the castle and he took me in. The reason he did that was because my father was King Marek, which made Kaelin my half-brother, I suppose.
So, you're not just a bastard, but a royal bastard.
Ha! Yes, I guess it does it, that. I should use that line more often. I would have told you, but it never really meant anything to me. I was inconvenient, a possible threat to Kaelin's rule, and so they kept me secret. I'd never talked about it to anyone. Everyone who knew either resented me for it or they coddled me. Even Duncan kept me out of the fighting because of it. I didn't want you to know as long as possible. I'm sorry.
I get it.
Oh, good. I'm glad. It's not like I got special treatment for it anyhow. At any rate, that's it. That's what I had to tell you. I thought you should know about it.
Are you sure you're not hiding anything else?
Besides my unholy love of fine cheeses and a minor obsession with my hair, no, that's it. Just the prince name.
So I should be calling you Prince Alistair.
No! Maker's breath. Just hearing that gives me a heart attack. It's not true, anyhow. I'm the son of a commoner. It was always made clear that the throne is not in my future. And that's fine by me. No, if there's an heir to be found, it's Al Eamon himself. He's not of royal blood, but he is Kaelin's uncle, and more importantly, very popular with the people. Though, if he's really as sick as we've heard... Oh, no, I don't want to think about that. I really don't. So there you have it. Now can we move on? And I'll just pretend you still think I'm some nobody who was too lucky to die with the rest of the Grey Wardens.
As you command, my prince.
Oh, lovely. I'm going to regret this. Somehow I just know it.
Alright, we got him at +4 now. So that put us to +22. We're getting there. Talk about it. Why did you keep your birthright a secret?
You never asked?
That's a cheap answer.
All right. If you want the full explanation, I'll give it to you. The thing is, I'm used to not telling anyone who didn't already know. It was always a secret. Even Duncan was the only Grey Warden who knew. And then after the battle, when I should have told you, I don't know, it seemed like it was too late by then. How do you just tell someone that?
I guess I can understand that.
I should have told you, anyway. It was important for you to know. I guess part of me likes you not knowing.
What happens when people find out?
They treat me differently. I become the bastard prince to them, instead of just Alistair. I know that must sound stupid to you, but I hate that it shaped my entire life. I never wanted it, and I certainly don't want to be king. The very idea of it terrifies me.
You probably didn't have a choice in the matter.
You can say that again. I don't think I've ever had a choice in the matter. Right from when I was born, all my choices have been made for me. I guess I should be thankful that Al Eamon is far more likely to inherit the throne. If he's all right. Oh, I hope he's all right. For what it's worth, I'm sorry for not telling you sooner. I guess I was just hoping that you would like me for who I am. It was a dumb thing to do.
Don't worry about it. No harm done.
I guess it's kind of a relief that you know now. Let's go.
Yes, ladies and gentlemen, we are in love with a prince. We're at 25 now. One of your party members has begun to genuinely like you and respect your leadership as you improve your relationships with party members. Head back to camp to speak with them. They'll be much more willing to open up when they don't have to worry about death around every corner. And you'll need to talk to them more if you want to continue to improve your relationship. You can track party members' approval ratings using the orange bar at the bottom of their character records. Inspired. Inspired by your leadership, this party member has gained a minor bonus to Constitution. I'm okay with that. Yeah. Alright, enough fangirling. We are in Redcliffe, so let's get a move on.
I thought I saw travelers coming down the road, though I scarcely believed it. Have you come to help us?
What do you mean? Is there a problem?
So you don't know? Has nobody out there heard?
Heard what?
We're under attack. Monsters come out of the castle every night and attack us until dawn. Everyone's been fighting and dying.
Apparently everyone seems to agree that a blight is the perfect time to start killing each other. Marvelous, really.
We've no army to defend us, no Arl and no king to send us help. So many are dead, and those left are terrified they're next.
Hold on, what is this evil that's attacking you?
I don't rightly know. I'm sorry, nobody does. I should take you to Ban Tegan. He's all that's holding us together. He'll want to see you.
Ban Tegan, Arlemon's brother. He's here.
Yes. It's not far, if you'll come with me.
Interesting. It's never easy, is it?
It's Thomas, yes? And who are these people with you? They are obviously not simple travelers.
No, my lord. They just arrived, and I thought you would want to see them.
Well done, Thomas. Greetings, friends. My name is Tegan, Ban of Rainersphere, brother to the Arl.
I remember you, Ban Tegan. Though the last time we met, I was a lot younger and covered in mud.
Covered in mud? Alistair? It is you, isn't it? You're alive! This is wonderful news.
Still alive, yes. Though I'm just as surprised about that as you are, believe me.
Indeed. Loghain would have us believe all Grey Wardens died along with my nephew, amongst other things.
Are we not going to talk about the fact that I'm just like glowing in front of everybody? Like, what the heck? I wonder if, like, they could see that. Not all of us died.
So, you are a Grey Warden as well? Is it possible we've met? You seem very familiar.
You probably knew my dad.
Ah, yes, that's it, exactly. A pleasure to meet you indeed, though I wish it were under better circumstances. You're here to see my brother. Unfortunately, that might be a problem. Eamon is gravely ill. No one has heard from the castle in days. No guards patrol the walls, and no one has responded to my shouts. The attack started a few nights ago. Evil things surged from the castle. We drove them back, but many perished during the assault.
What evil things are you talking about?
Some call them the Walking Dead, decomposing corpses returning to life with a hunger for human flesh.
Oh no.
They hit again the next night. Each night they come with greater numbers. With Caelan dead and Loghain starting a war over the throne, no one responds to my urgent calls for help.
I don't do
I have a feeling
zombies.
tonight's assault will be the worst yet. Alistair, I hate to ask, but I desperately need the help of you and your friends.
It isn't just up to me. Though the Grey Wardens don't stand much chance against Loghain without Arleman.
Of course we'll help.
How pointless to help these villagers fight an impossible battle. One would think we had enough to contend with elsewhere.
Thank you. Thank you. This means more to me than you can guess. Thomas, please tell Murdoch what transpired. Then return to your post.
Yes, my lord.
Now then, there is much to do before night falls. I put 2 men in charge of the defense outside. Murdoch, the village mayor, is outside the chantry. Sir Perth, one of Eamon's knights, is just up the cliff at the windmill, watching the castle. You may discuss with them the preparations for the coming battle.
Alright. Guess I'm on my way.
Very well. Luck be with you, my friend.
Morgan disproves. What? What did I even have her at? Oh, let me check. Damn. Morgan. Is it 4? Whatever. We're never gonna please her. And then Alistair. We got him warm now at 27. Do we get different conversations now?
You know, maybe this isn't the best time to be thinking about this, but I've something to ask you. Chances are we'll be heading to Denerim soon. And when we're there, I wonder if we might be able to look someone up.
Loghain will get what's coming to him, I promise.
No, I know that. That's not what I'm talking about. The thing is, I have a sister, a half-sister. I told you about my mother, right? She was a servant at Redcliffe Castle and she had a daughter. Only I never knew about her. I don't think she knew about me either. They kept my birth a secret after all. But after I became a Grey Warden, I did some checking and, well, I found out she's still alive. In Denerim.
Well, that's wonderful.
She's the only real family I have left. The only family not also mixed up in the whole royal thing. I've just been thinking that maybe it's time I went to see her. With the blight coming and everything, I don't know if I'll ever get another chance to see her. Maybe I can help her. Warn her about the danger, I don't know.
That's what you want, we can try.
Could we? I'd appreciate that. If something happened to her and I never went to at least see her, I don't know if I could forgive myself. Her name is Goldana, and I think she remarried but still lives just outside the alienage. If we're in the area, then, well, it's worth a look.
Aww.
Something on your mind?
Has anyone told you how handsome you are?
Not unless they were asking me for a favor. Well, there was that one time in Denerim, but those women were not like you. Why? Is this your way of telling me you think I'm handsome?
And if it is, what then?
Oh, nothing much. I just get to grin a bit and look foolish for a while.
I'd like to discuss something private.
Well, we're not exactly alone. What did you have in mind?
I need to tell you how much I enjoy your company.
You know, I was just thinking the same thing. Given the circumstances, things could have been so much worse. I'm so grateful that you're you, instead of some other Grey Warden. That sounded better in my head. I just mean to say that I can't imagine having done this without you.
Not gonna pick the bottom two options because apparently we can lose either -8 or -13 of like the approval points that we've just worked so hard to get. I feel the same way. It's gonna give us +4.
Now we just need to be rid of that pesky archdemon and everything will be back to normal, right?
We are getting there. Wow. Yes, I'm seducing Alistair when we're about to deal with a zombie problem. Get over it. You were raised in a chantry. Have you never...
Never what? Had a good pair of shoes?
Sex?
Oh, so that's what we're talking about. I admit I've never had a woman just come out and ask me like this, that's for sure. I, myself, never had the pleasure. Not that I haven't thought about it, of course. But, you know.
Oh, that's cute. You're a virgin.
Cute? Well, hearing that from a beautiful woman does make me feel much luckier. I'll say that.
Think I'm beautiful?
Of course you are, and you know it. You're ravishing, resourceful, and all those other things you probably hurt me for not saying.
I would never hurt you.
Nor I, you. Let us be off then, lest your risque talk make my ears blush. You mean other than becoming a Grey Warden?
I mean what changes physically.
You know, I asked Duncan this too, and all I got was, you'll see.
He wouldn't tell you?
Oh, it's not that Duncan wants to keep it a secret, it's just that the Grey Wardens don't discuss it much. I gather it's not a pleasant topic. The first change I noticed was an increase in appetite. I used to get up in the middle of the night and raid the castle larder. I thought I was starving. I'd slurp down every dinner like it was my last, my face all covered in gravy. When I'd look up, the other Grey Wardens would stare, then laugh themselves to tears.
I haven't felt anything like that.
Really? Because I was watching you wolf down food the other day, and I thought, ooh, it's a good thing she gets a lot of exercise.
I have a thing for guys that can roast the shit out of me. I don't know why. What can I say? I'm a growing girl.
I'll say. I didn't mean it like that. No, don't hit me. I bruise easily. Oh, and then there were the nightmares. Duncan said it was part of how we sense the Darkspawn. We tap into their, well, I don't know what you call it, their group mind. And when we sleep, it's even worse. You learn to block it out after a while, but at first it's hard. It's supposed to be worse for those who join during a blight. How is it for you?
Nightmares. Yeah, I know what you mean.
Some people never have much trouble, but that's rare. Others have trouble sleeping their entire life. They're just more sensitive, I suppose. Everyone ends up the same, though. Once you reach a certain age, the real nightmares come. That's how a Grey Warden knows his time has come.
His time has come?
Oh, that's right. We never had time to tell you that part, did we? Well, in addition to all the other wonderful things about being a Grey Warden, you don't need to worry about dying from old age. You've got 30 years to live. Give or take. The Taint. It's a death sentence. Ultimately, your body won't be able to take it. When the time comes, most Grey Wardens go to Orzammar and die in battle rather than waiting. It's tradition.
Sweet, so I've got about 30 years to make your life a living hell. Sign me up. Why Orzammar?
You'll always find Darkspawn down where the dwarves are. The oldest Grey Wardens head to the deep roads for one last glorious battle. Not that there's a shortage of Darkspawn during a blight, but that's the tradition. The dwarves respect us for it. And you wondered why we kept the joining a secret from the new recruits. There you have it.
I never wondered. I understand.
You know, Duncan, he started having the nightmares again. He told me that in private. He said it wouldn't be long before he'd go to Orzammar himself. I guess he got what he wanted. I just wish it had been something worthy of him.
Okay, definitely don't pick he got what he deserved because you will lose 20 points from the approval. The first option, you lose 5, but you gain 2 if you pick the last option, so he'll be remembered, as will the others.
I know. Ending the blight should make this all worthwhile, right?
So, we now have him at 46. Impressive. Completely forgot what we were doing for the quest. Listen, I've got to make sure that I stick to his romance guide, because if I miss the opportunity to make him mine, then we just start over, all over again. It's worth it. That's Babydaddy, guys. Let's talk to some people real quick.
You are a stranger amongst us, yet you still agree to defend our village in its darkest hour. We are most grateful to you.
I can't stand by while monsters attack the helpless.
Not many in these modern days would honestly say the same. You are a woman of worth, and the Maker will smile upon you. Allow me to introduce myself. I am revered Mother Hannah, head of this chantry, which for the moment is a place of refuge for these poor villagers.
How awful this must be for you all. Is this everyone who's left?
All those who cannot defend themselves, yes. They are terrified of tonight's attack, and I fear these walls will not keep them safe. What can I do to help with your task?
I would like your blessing, Mother.
Of course, child. Blessed art thou who exists in the Maker's sight.
I'm assuming this gives us
Blessed art
like an
thou
added
who
buff.
seeks his forgiveness. Blessed art thou who seeks his return. Blessed is the prophetess, his daughter, sacrificed to the holy flame. May the chant reach the Maker's ears and tell him of our contrition.
Does that give us an added buff?
Let's go.
Doesn't look like it. I don't know.
You're a Grey Warden, right? Were you in Ostagar? In the Korkari Wilds? My husband and son went there to bring the chant of light to the chastened. But I haven't heard from them since.
Are you Jeddah?
I am. You've heard of me?
I gotta tell her the truth. They're dead.
I thought that might be the case. Thank you for telling me.
She needs to mourn. Certainly.
Maker's blessings upon you. Sorry, am I bothering you? I'll try to be more quiet.
What? Why are you crying?
Those things dragged my mother away. I don't know what happened to her, but I hear her screaming all the time. Everywhere.
How terrible, you poor thing. I wish there was something we could do to help.
And now my brother Bevan, he ran off. I don't know where he is. I'm so scared they got him too.
I'll look for him.
You will? Thank you so much. Please find him. I'm so scared, Father.
Oh.
What are we going to do?
Oh, you can change your party. That's cool. Good to know. Don't need to do it right now, but I noticed it's glowing and I'm wondering why. I'm gonna save. So, I know there's 2 people he told us we could talk to. I don't know if we have to pick one or the other, or if we talk to them both. How that might change how this is working.
And something else. Oh, more fish.
I mean, yeah, Alistair, it's a fishing village. What did you expect?
So you're the Grey Warden, are you? I didn't think they made women Grey Wardens.
Okay, first of all, choke on a dick. Second of all, I'm living for that stash, bro. Why would you think that?
For more reasons than you care to hear, I bet. Still, there's no reason to think Bantegan's lost his mind. We aren't gonna turn aside anyone who wants to help, though. Don't take me for being an ingrate or nothing.
Well, we do want to help however we can. You can trust us.
Name's Murdoch, mayor of what's left of the village, providing we aren't all killed and hauled off to the castle tonight.
Have faith. We can do this. We got this.
I hope you're right. I really do. Anyhow, you're here, and they tell me you're in charge.
What can I do to help?
We need what little armor and weapons we got repaired, and quickly, or half of us will be fighting without either. Owen's the only blacksmith who can do it, but the stubborn fool refuses to even talk. If we're to be ready for tonight, we'll need that crotchety bastard's help.
Why does he refuse to talk?
His daughter, Valena, is one of the Alessa's maids, so he hasn't heard from her since this whole business started. He demanded we attack the castle, break down the gate, and force our way in. I said it was impossible, but he wouldn't listen. He's locked himself in the smithy now. I can't force him to do repairs. He said he'd rather die first.
I'll see what I can do.
I'd appreciate it. If he doesn't help, he'll die like the rest of us. What good will that do anyone then?
Noted. I should really start checking these more, because this would be more helpful to me sitting here writing 3 pages of notes for these quests. Alright, so we gotta go to Sir Perth, station near the windmill. And the stubborn blacksmith is literally right across from us. Cool, we'll go there first.
I shall do it.
Go away. Curse you. Leave me in peace. They've already taken everything out of my stores. There's nothing left.
What a crybaby. Open it or I'll break it down, bro.
My accent here says you won't. Just you try it, looter.
Dude, I'm not a
Because
looter.
I said, don't you try to come in here.
Can I try lockpicking? Or wouldn't that be... Wouldn't I need... Go and have it your way.
And don't come back.
Couldn't I get Liliana to try it?
Begone, I said, don't you try to come in here.
I guess I'm breaking the locks, never mind. It's gonna try to do it the easy way, but gotta do it the hard way.
Maker's breath. What is that smell? It's like someone set a brewery on fire.
Somebody's been drinking.
You just come barging into my home. I've no money and nothing of value to take, as you can plainly see. So if you're here to beat on a sad old man, then all I ask is you get on with it. I don't have much to live for as it is.
Dude, I literally just want you to help your fucking people. Like, I don't want to fight. Not much to live for?
I can't say that's much of your business. I'll probably be dead when the monsters come here tonight regardless. If you think you can intimidate me more than them, then you're free to try.
Why have you locked yourself in here?
My girl, Valena, is one of the Alessa's maids, and she's trapped up there in the castle, but the mayor won't send anyone for her. She's been my life since my wife passed on 2 years ago. Now she's dead, or soon to be. I don't care what happens to me or the village, or anyone!
I'll rescue her.
It'd do me the world of good to think maybe someone like you could go in and find her. Provided any of us live through the night.
Dude, you're a pessimist. What about the militia? They need your help.
If you look for Valena, I'll reopen the smithy and make some repairs for the militia. I can do that much.
I'll do my best.
Not good enough. Murdoch said the same damn thing, and I didn't believe him either.
You were asking a great deal, you wretched little man.
I want a promise. Promise me that you'll look for her. That you'll bring her back to me if you can.
I promise you I'll find her.
I'll accept that. It's something to hope for, at least.
Oh, lovely. Shall we next begin rescuing kittens from trees?
Right then. It seems I have some work to do relighting the forge, and I suppose I'll have to find some iron. Maybe at the mill. Oh, Murdoch just better send his men here as soon as possible if I'm gonna get to all these repairs and get them done by nightfall. If you need anything done, well, just let me know. I've got a lot to do now, so you'll have to excuse me.
10-4, good buddy. Morrigan disproves -5? We're gonna end up losing our mage because we make her mad, but like... What do y'all want me to do? I'm trying to be a good person. Why would I be a dick to somebody? Morrigan needs a fucking hug. Alright, so now we have to find this tower. Oh, the windmill. Why am I thinking of a tower? Well, where the heck is the windmill? Whatever, let's go ahead and tell Murdoch that the blacksmith will do it now.
Well, it looks like Owen's finally doing the repairs we need. The damn fool is falling over drunk and still manages to make smithying look easy. Good enough, I say. I'll send one of my men to inform Bantegan the militia is ready for battle.
We're not just ready, we're gonna win.
We'll do our best. We'll fight until we can't fight anymore, however long that is.
I still need to speak to Sir Perth.
You'll find him and his men at the mill by the bridge, to the north. Right.
That's helpful.
Let's hope we see morning.
Because I had no idea where the hell I was going.
Alright, I've come up with one. A question that you can't answer.
Are you talking to me?
That's right. You think you're so smart. I've got an academic question that I bet you won't be able to answer.
Oh, I can't wait to hear
I
this.
doubt that.
So tell me then, what was the name of Andraste's husband?
This is a religious question, not an academic one.
You're joking, right? A 5-year-old could answer that question. Do you not know more than a child?
I care nothing for your religion, and this game of yours is over.
Oh, how the mighty have crumbled.
God, I love their dynamic. Alright, if I were a windmill, where would I be? Oh, okay. I thought you could walk up that hill because it looked way too steep, and there's been hills a lot shorter that we have not been able to cross yet, so...
Only those who are worthy are brought to the Maker's side. So many other sad souls are left to wander in the void, hopeless and forever lost.
And what evidence of this have you? I see only spirits, no wandering ghosts of wicked disbelievers.
It must be so sad to look forward to nothing, to feel no love and seek no reward in the afterlife.
Yes, the anguish tears at me so. You have seen through me to my sad, sad core.
Now you're simply mocking me.
You notice. It appears your perceptive powers know no bounds.
Listen, I'm not gonna sugarcoat it. Morrigan's a bad bitch. She's a fucking mean bitch. Jeez. She needs a freaking hug. Homegirl needs to get laid or something. Seriously, she's like horrible.
Greetings, Grey Warden. I am as relieved as Bantegan is to see you here. I must admit I do not know quite how to address you. Is my lady sufficient?
That would be proper.
Very well then, my lady. I am humbly at your service. I am Sir Perth, until recently in direct service of Arl Eamon of Redcliffe. For now my charge is defending the village from these evil assaults. Would that I had chosen not to seek out the urn of sacred ashes. Perhaps I would have fended off whatever evil befell the castle, or perhaps I would be dead. Ah well, with the Grey Warden aiding our defense, perhaps all is not lost.
Anything I can do to help?
We have sufficient armor and weapons, but my knights are too few to stand against the monsters without assistance. Perhaps you could approach Mother Hannah in the Chantry for some holy protection against these evil creatures. Otherwise, I do not know what else you could provide beyond your own talents. We're as prepared for the onslaught as we could possibly be, all things considered.
Anything else?
No, nothing comes to mind. If you have not spoken to the Mayor, Murdoch, you should. His militia is far more in need of aid than we are.
Carry on.
As you wish, my lady. Maker watch over you.
Alright, so we gotta go to Mother Hannah and get some...
As it has been for days. And it is an unnatural stillness, as though there is naught in there but death.
It shall be
Say
done.
no more. The Arl lives, and I will not lift
That just reminds me, by the way, of clicking on that crate. If there's ever items that, like, I missed them for whatever reason, or you guys know where they're at, or, like, let's say it was a chest that I clicked on and it was insufficient skill, if you guys recommend for me to go back and get whatever's in those chests at, like, a later date, please do. I honestly, I have no idea. Like, I don't look into this stuff. I really, like, aside from, like, the research is to learn how to play the basics and, like, cinematically speaking, figuring out what to do in order for quests, I try not to look into much. Because, like, even with, I'm just gonna walk up another arrows, oops. Because even, like, with Alistair, like, having to look up exactly what to say and do to romance him, it took, like, it spoiled the whole prince thing. So I feel like if I had actually, like, been in the moment, I would have, like, reacted. But at that point, I'm just like, oh, I know what to say and do, I know what's coming, and it takes away the magic of it. It really does. The joy of playing the game and not knowing what's going to happen. Sir Perth needs holy protection for the knights.
I have done all I can for them. I pray for them each night and seek the Maker's forgiveness for their sins before they face their deaths. What Sir Perth seeks is something that is not in my power to give.
What do you mean?
Sir Perth believes that I can protect them against these creatures, a shield only the Maker can provide, and that I withhold this power.
Well, can't you just tell him the Maker will watch over him? Morale is a powerful thing, you know.
You mean you want me to let them think the Maker protects them in a real sense? I will not lie to them like that.
What if they think that it helps them? I mean, it's faith.
I cannot do it. I know that their own faith may inspire them, but these men need to find confidence on their own. I simply won't lie to them. Now please, let me tend to these poor folk. I must do what I can, and I suggest you do the same.
Well, make me go all the way back to this damn chantry for nothing. I know, that's right. Couldn't even give him a little false hope.
Let me ask you this then, Morrigan. What if there really was a Maker?
Then I would wonder why he has abandoned his creation. It seems terribly irresponsible of him.
He left us because we were determined to make our own way, even if we hurt ourselves. And he could not bear to watch.
But how do you know? You cannot ask him this. Perhaps he has gone to a new creation elsewhere and abandoned this as a dismal failure best forgotten.
I do not need to know, because I have faith. I believe in him and feel his hope and his love.
Faith. How quickly those who have no answers invoke that word.
How can someone who practices magic have so little capacity to believe in that which he cannot see?
Magic is real. I can touch it and command it, and I need no faith for it to fill me up inside. If you were looking for your higher power, there it is.
But only if you can control it. I do not envy the loneliness you must feel at times, Morrigan.
Leave me be. Loneliness would be preferred to this endless chatter.
Give that bitch a hug, or like a punch to the face or something. I enjoy the thought of like us just running in circles, me not knowing where I'm going, everybody's sprinting and they're holding this intellectual conversation without losing breath. It's nice. It's a good thought.
The Knights of Redcliffe are ready to fight at your disposal.
You said you wanted holy protection.
Have you spoken to the revered mother? Has she offered anything?
Does not believe she can help
I
you.
see. Then I suppose we must simply rely on our own prayers. The Maker will not help us. Thank you for your efforts. We shall fight on, nevertheless.
You mentioned something about an urn.
When the Isle fell sick, we were at a loss. Nothing worked to cure him, and he just kept getting worse. Finally, our lesser Isolde came up with a plan. The Urn of Sacred Ashes is a legendary artifact said to hold great healing powers. If found, it might save him.
They say the followers of Andraste smuggled her ashes out of Tevinter and hid them in Ferelden. The urn's never been heard of since.
We knights volunteered to seek it out. Few of us have returned. Many are still out there, unaware of what is happening here.
Why did the Arlessa believe anyone could find the urn?
The Jarl once employed a scholar, Brother Genetivi. He had proof the urn was in Ferelden, or so I was told.
What was the Jarl sick with?
We were never certain. He thirsted for water and then grew weaker and weaker. He brought in a mage, but even that did nothing. The Arlessa believed he was cursed and that we needed the power of Andraste herself, or he would surely perish.
No one find the other knights and bring them back?
Eventually, perhaps. The ones I have here were those near enough to recall within the last few days. I only returned myself because I was passing by Redcliffe and heard the news of strange attacks.
So the knights left the castle defenseless?
Not at all. A great number of soldiers remained in Castle Redcliffe. I wonder if they perished there and were transformed into these things. The thought chills my blood.
Yeah, I ain't here for some zombies, bro. I hate zombies. I could not even play Call of Duty Zombies because I hate zombies so much. Can we discuss something else?
As you wish.
Let's go ahead and do this.
There is still time before the sun goes down. If you have not yet spoken to Murdoch, or if there is anything you have planned,
perhaps you're right.
go do whatever you must and return before it is time. I will be here.
I want to double check and see if maybe the blacksmith could do anything for us real quick before we jump into this. Alright, homeboy.
I must admit, it feels good to be up and doing something finally. There's no way I'm sobering up before morning, however.
Let's talk business.
Right. I haven't got much, obviously, but I'll do whatever I can for you.
Hell yeah. Wonder if there's anybody that we can get, like, poultices from, because we're dangerously low. So I think the tavern is where we have to go to get health poultices. So we're going to hit him, hit the tavern, go back to Sir Perth, end this episode, and then we're going to jump right into the next episode. I'm going to try to make note of what everybody has on and what this guy has. Just writing down me and Alistair's names. Well, not mine, but like Alora and Alistair. Like, that sounds like a cute name for a couple. Like Alora and Alistair. They just work together, okay? Don't question me. I'm going to be putting so much editing into this. There's so much I'm cutting out because I literally took like 10 or 15 minutes just to look into things. Okay, that took way longer than it should have, but we got better armor and weapons for those that needed it. Just what I could afford. Pretty much I just gave myself the best I could get and then passed that down to Alistair, passed what I could down to Liliana. And we even had some items already at our disposal, like that oak branch ended up being a staff that was way better than what Morgan was using, so I switched those out and sold her old one. I guess there's somebody who can sell us poultices in the tavern. So we're going to make our way up here.
Another doomed soul come to drown their sorrows here, I see. If you came here for a drink, you'd have to talk to Lloyd. He's got a vice grip on the spigots. I'm just here to keep the boys from mutiny.
I would want to inquire about many things, but...
Hello there, friend. Can't say we've ever met before. Stranger to the village, I take it. Haven't had many travelers lately. All this nonsense is bad for business. Bet you regret coming, yes?
Let's just do business.
Right. I've got some supplies, too, in case you're interested.
Yes.
With the store closed down, it doesn't hurt to pick up some of the slack, eh?
I really want to actually, like, sit here and talk to people, but, oh god, I need way more than this. Come on. I really wish we had... Oh, they had hell fruit. Alright, awesome. We just crafted for the first time, because they did not have as many poultices as I would have liked. I really would like to talk to these people, because there was obviously more dialogue options available, but we are in a little crunch, and I want to try to get this done. I'm already going to do a lot of editing. There's a lot of silence and just me looking things up and figuring out how to do things. literally this is an hour and a half of gameplay that you're probably going to see maybe 45 minutes of. A lot of work to do on my part. We got everybody beefed up as much as I think they could possibly be, that I could afford. I didn't want to blow all of my coinage. We have help poultices, and then I had Morgan make more. So honestly, this is legitimately probably the best we're going to get. So let's go ahead and save now. I'm going to end this episode here. And then in the next episode, we're going to go ahead and do what we got to do. I'll see you guys later.